If you're an artist and you've been stuck in the same place for months, maybe even years, thinking about starting something but never actually starting, I need to explain what's happening because I almost wasted my entire 20s in the exact same loop. And I'm not saying this as some boomer who doesn't understand. I'm saying this as someone who's played a lot of games in the past. I hit Diamond in League, I hit Legend in Hearthstone, I was Town Hall 14 in Clash, and I had my own clan. I was playing Maple Story, I was like level 270. These games take a lot of time. I did my dailies every single day, so I know what it's like to grind. And that's exactly why I understand what's trapping you right now. Because for a year and a half after I graduated, I did nothing. I was living with my parents, applying to jobs, and every day felt the same. I kept thinking about building something, but I just never did. And one day I realized why, and I'm actually going to explain this whole thing using Minecraft, because I think it's the best way to show you what's happening inside your head. So imagine you just spawned into a new Minecraft world, right? You have nothing, it's just you with a bunch of trees, and you probably already know if you want to do anything in this game, the first thing you have to do is punch a tree, and then get a wood, make the crafting table, and that's the foundation of the entire game. And without the crafting table, there is no game. You can't make the tools, you can't build, and you can't really progress. So imagine this, before you even start, you're getting fed information. People are like, hey, did you know that 90% of bases are getting griefed? You know, mobs are way stronger now. They're adding AI to the mobs. Someone already built everything, so there's no point of building things anymore. And people are just feeding you all of this information. And this is also what happens in real life. You're scrolling TikTok, you watch the news, and you're absorbing all these reasons not to start. Oh, the economy's bad, AI is taking all the jobs, 90% of businesses fail. And all of this hits you before you even punch that first tree. So now you're standing in this world, staring at the tree, and now you're convinced that it's not worth starting. And some guy walks up to you and he's like, hey, I have some cobblestone. I have the resources. You don't have to figure this out yourself. You know, just come to my place, build my base, and I'm gonna give you some bread for every like 500 cobblestone you lay down. And you're like, hell yeah, this is great. You know, this game seems really hard and I don't know what I'm doing. So you just take this guy's cobblestone, you place bricks for him, and you build his thing. And he'll give you bread just enough for you to survive. And that's kind of what a job is, right? You're using someone else's resources to build someone else's base in exchange for just enough bread to keep you placing bricks. And you never made your own crafting table. You never learned how to actually play the game. You just place the bricks, get the bread, place the bricks, get the bread. And here's the thing nobody tells you about the actual game. The game is supposed to be hard. If you actually play the game, you're gonna die a lot. You're gonna spend hours mining for diamond, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna lose your items to lava, you're gonna get blown up by creepers. You're gonna build a base and people are gonna grief it. And that's the game, and that's what playing actually looks like. If you never punched that tree, if you never made the crafting table, then you never even get to experience any of that. You never get to feel the grind, and you never get to mine your first diamonds, and you never get to build your base. And the thing is, everyone around you is also placing bricks, so you think that it's normal. And in real life, you have to be willing to will things into existence. This TikTok account that I made didn't just appear. I sat down, I didn't want to make my video. My business didn't just appear. I had to build it, test it, and then fail, and then try over and over again. And nothing's going to just drop on your head. You have to be the one to create it. So here's what I realized. After all those hours I spent grinding games, I understood the concept of willing something into existence. I just applied it to the wrong thing. I was building progress in a game that didn't matter. The worst part is that these games are designed for you to feel progress, right? Once I hit diamond, it felt good for like 2 seconds, but it didn't change my life. The skills